And they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Williams brings it in. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Chargers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
That's caught left side by Judy.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. On the move past the 40. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to sprint.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert, he's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. A beautiful fake. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Williams again. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there. In this game, so far, he's been denied.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. The Chargers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
This is a counter play. Eckler.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
That can be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And taken right at the 35. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Here's Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Eckler now between the tackles. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Williams going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson taking it in from a yard out.
And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to scoop?
Herbert has it knocked free.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Off the option, here's Williams.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They go play action with Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now it's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Broncos 28, Chargers 17. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
17.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown!
Austin Eckler.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.